name is Stafford. I'm an explorer and I make very highbrow television programs for Discovery Channel. Because I've been doing these survival shows, I suppose, for quite a long time, I was trying to catch a rabbit in Arizona in the Sonoran Desert, and I actually caught a skunk instead, which was a bit weird. And I didn't really know whether you could eat skunk or not, and when I skinned it, I cut through, you know, the little sac at the back that they've got, the gland that squirts you with gunk. I cut through that and contaminated all the meat with that disgusting smell, but I had to eat it. Okay, off the top of my head, Antarctica, because I was trying to get a massive expedition off the ground there last year, but didn't get the sponsorship in order to get it off the ground. I'd love to go there. Japan, never been to Japan. It's a culture that I'm fascinated in, but I have never been. Where else would I love to go? Canada, actually. Canada's beautiful. There was a hotel called Hen Feis on the Gower Peninsula in Wales that we used to go and stay in when we were kids, and they had a lady called Mrs Bacon. In fact, I don't think she was actually called Mrs Bacon, but we called her Mrs Bacon, who cooked us breakfast in the morning. And it was quaint and cute, and I think it's shut down now. My all-time hero in a exploratory context, Ranulph Fiennes. He's been amazing. Not only was I inspired by all of his expeditions, but he's been extraordinarily supportive to me, both during and after the Amazon. They gave me huge amounts of money, actually, when I ran out of money during the expedition. So he runs an expedition trust, and he does a lot of work, basically fundraising for money to get young potential expedition leaders, up-and-coming expedition leaders, to get them their money in order to do expeditions. So he's a big inspiration of mine. You know what, I love novels and I love books that I can really get into, but the book that I end up coming back to time and time again, which I don't know whether this is a good answer or not really, but it's honest, is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and I've probably read that book 15 times from cover to cover, including listening to the audiobook actually. But I just think it's amazing. I strive to live in the present moment and actually find it very difficult. You know, often, like everyone, get caught up with stresses and worries and this, that and the other, and I think the book always brings me back to a good place. I can read a couple of paragraphs and I'm just already back in a really good place. I love it. It just, for some reason, has a really good energy about it. So, yeah, The Power of Now. Getting stuck next to someone boring at a dinner party who's talking about their nanny and complaining that their nanny's a bit shit. And I hate things like that. Dinner parties, phone calls about money or something like that. Socially awkward, horrible stuff. Put me outdoors with some wood and I'm fine. Put me indoors with people, that's fine.